seems that the trend this week will be kind of wake up and gauge what happened overnight, because there's a few things you're watching.
Right, yeah, and like tonight is mostly rain.
Right.
We do have one area of freezing drizzle. I think Wednesday night's more interesting because there'll be some snow that could be decently accumulating.
Okay, decently accumulating.
Yeah.
This is a good term.
I don't think it's a real word, but you know what? We're gonna
go with it tonight.
You know what I've gotten ripped for before? Let me be
Many
more
things.
specific. Yeah. The word impactful. I had people message and say that like that's not a word.
But we know what it means when you say it.
Yeah.
There will be an impact.
Yeah. What's interesting is when I've looked it up, it doesn't really show up as a classic.
It's a classic word.
But
that's why you use it. You like to be a little off the grid.
Yeah, a little off, I think is all you have to really say
Yes.
there. Here's our next system moving in. Tonight, as I mentioned, it will be largely rain, but there will be a component of freezing drizzle involved in the mountains. That's why we have this winter weather advisory, which is spatially much more area than is likely to see freezing drizzle. It's more likely down here right along the spine of the mountains tonight into early tomorrow morning. For the rest of us, it will just be a period of showers this evening. And here's a better look at it. This is a small scale, mesoscale models depiction of where we could see some freezing rain tonight. And again, that's right along the spine of the mountains back into the White Mountains of New Hampshire. When you get downhill, it'll just be too warm. So we'll just be looking at rain showers. So here it is rolling in. You see just a few areas of that shaded pink. That's indicating that freezing drizzle. The rest of us are rain and a downpour as possible tonight. In the middle of the night, this is 3 a.m. All this is really progressive though, so it moves quickly off to the east. By 6 a.m., the back end is already moving through western Maine, and I think by 9 or 10 a.m., the vast majority of the state is cleared out, and we actually have a sneaky nice afternoon. We could be in the low to even mid 50s with some sun tomorrow afternoon, so it looks really nice there. And then it's quiet tomorrow night. Temperatures not particularly cold, dropping down to just about freezing or so. Wednesday's a bright day to start. Temperatures in the low 40s, more clouds in the afternoon. Then here comes our system for Wednesday night. This too will happen almost entirely overnight on Wednesday, but it's colder and a little bit stronger. And so we'll be looking at snow in the mountains and foothills initially. Rain along the coastline, at least to start. That rain snow line tries to crunch down to the coast in the middle of the night here on Wednesday into Thursday morning. And that snow will move out, I think, by the morning commute, unless you're out really, really early here on Thursday. I think the snow will be out of here. European model, kind of bearish on the storm. GFS, a little bit more bullish. We're a little bit more towards the GFS here with some 3 to 6 inch totals possible. Inland, foothills, mountains, 1 to 3, kind of in that in-between zone between where we're going to see largely rain along the coastline, under 1 inch there. Quiet and cold on Friday, watching a storm on Saturday. Models insist that it's offshore, but it's not far enough offshore to make me comfortable, so let's give it another day before we write that off. So we put watching on there. I think we're probably fine, but I've seen that before, so we'll keep an eye on it. And again, I don't see any issues here, like big travel issues. I mean, you might have to clean some snow up on Thursday morning, but we should be done for the morning commute. And then it gets quite cold. Look at Sunday. High temps in the teens there. Overnight lows, single digits or around 10 degrees along the coastline. So
legit cold.
Yeah. We've had a few of those, more really to start than we did last year by far.
By the way, Merriam-Webster, impactful, having a forceful impact.
It's in the
It's in there. There you go.
He's on that website too. Yeah.
Facts right there. Nice work.